Well, we're back talking about WordPress, talking about blogging, and I think in rounding out this conversation of how this type of internet technology is really making a difference in someone who is not necessarily a technical person, or a technical isn't big a part of what their business is. I thought it'd be great to have kind of an end user here who's talking about their experience from how this platform has helped them launch their business, in this case, a design business. And my guest with me to round out our conversation in this area today is Bill Cherney. He's from Design Inside, one of Chicago's fast-growing interior design firms, finds himself in a lucky position right now of having businesses pretty good, and that's always good news. And we're just going to talk a little bit about how this two-person design shop that does phenomenal work is using WordPress to help advance their business and stay engaged with their customers and their partners and get the whole job done. Bill, thanks for taking some time today. I appreciate it. Well, we made a connection through our WordPress meetup, and you're another one of the folks that said, well, if there's something out there going on about WordPress, I think I want to just be aware of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad you're able to take the time and tell us what you've been doing. How did you come to choose to use WordPress for the web effort that you have there at Design Inside?
Well, I came to choosing WordPress because you know, my first website that we made for the business, and back in the day I did hand coding HTML, and it just does not scale. I mean, yeah, you're sitting there, you know, checking out, you know, characters and codes that doesn't work. And when you're running a business, you got to focus on the important things that run your business. So I discovered WordPress, started playing around with it 2 years ago, and built my first website with it with some, you know, pretty much out of the box templates. And what really kind of drove me to keep using it was the easy use, the price, because as a new business, you don't
can't
have a
be
lot
free, huh?
Yeah, free. I mean, I run on a hosting plan at like $14 a month, so it's pretty cost effective. And I think the big thing is that it through the search engine optimization of it and everything, I saw my hits go from, you know, 5 hits a day, you know, on my hand coded site, and I'm getting 80 to 90 a day right now from an interior design site, which is really good. And what's been nice is now I've been, you know, that site has been found now by, you know, Apartment Therapy and Yelp and a lot of other search engines and sites that, you know, have been in turn feeding us business. So
now this is a point I really don't want to lose, because you said a mouthful there, and it's really pretty important. Today, how the search engines treat your site, that's all the difference in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, who wants a site that nobody sees and nobody can find? And WordPress has some built-in capabilities that make it very easy to be very search engine friendly. And it sounds like you've benefited from that. And talk about that a little bit. Were there some, you probably already knew about meta tags and you had done some of that, but how did WordPress make it easy to get those kind of benefits?
I think the big thing WordPress does is that through the use of plugins, I use a search engine optimization plugin. And what's nice about that is it takes the hard guesswork of knowing where to put tags, where to put metadata, how to form your titles. It just does it for you. So the key is that when I'm focused on writing a page or writing on a blog post, I focus on writing the content. I'm not worried like, okay, do I have to put the title here? How should I format it? How should I do this or that? It just does it for you through the header tags and everything. So, you know, I'm kind of fortunate, I guess, in the sense that I got the geeky end of me. I'm an IT background. You know, I have that development experience, but then I'm also trying to run a business too. So it's, you know, as much as I want to dive into the technology every day because that's what I like, I got to run a business, interior design business. So it does it for you, and the rankings have been showing and everything, and it pays for itself, you know. And the price is zero too. Even if I had to pay a lot of money for the site, it's definitely showing the benefits for it.
And so this means that the benefit to you as a business person is more people are finding out about Design Inside. They're looking up the site. They may be in proximity to you. Maybe they're in the South Loop. Maybe they're downtown. Maybe on the north side of Chicago. And they're looking. And people are in the market for services. And they need to. Somebody needs to come up. And so your site, you're able to put. What kind of content have you focused on putting on your WordPress site?
Well, I think the big thing is just our portfolio. If you look at the competition, the other interior design firms out there, their websites are absolutely horrible. Just you look at them and it's a joke because they got photos from 1985 of bathrooms they renovated. And I've always asked myself, I wonder how they stay in business. How do they keep getting new clients? And the thing I decided, and my business partner decided, is, you know what, we're going to put everything out there. This is what we do. I mean, so, you know, portfolio. Every project we do that our customers will let us take photos of, it's out there. So I mean, we have like over 50 projects out there, just all different things. So you know, what's nice is, people not only find our website, they know our portfolio, they know what we do, so direct customers find me. I've also been, you know, we had an interview a few months ago with HGTV, they found us as well. You know, it's just the things that you want out of a business and how you want to grow it, I've been able to do through the website, and, you know, that's directly related to WordPress, you know, helping me out on that.
Well, now have that also helped you with partners that you have? So, you know, interior designers are people that have, you know, like huge networks of, where you go to get finishes and furnishings and lighting and electronics. And this field is expanding almost exponentially with all the things that you have to worry about. Somebody says, well, I want a home theater. I want to have a smart environment. I want green. I want all these different things. And that's more stuff that you have to go out and research and yet pull all that content together to bring it online. So having, you're probably having situations where some of your partners are making content available that you can incorporate into the site to show you have this skill that people are out there asking about.
Yeah, and it's easy. I mean, especially with the social the social engine and the social aspect of all the technology. Now, people just make their content available, and I do the same. Put the stuff out there, let people use it, repurpose it however they want. And by building a professional image on that site, I get a lot of companies calling us and a lot of customers calling us, and they're like, oh my God, where's your office? It's expecting some high-rise downtown. I'm like, we run it out of our home office. It's not a joke. It's a full business and everything. Like, oh my God, I thought you had a larger presence than that. And it allows you to give a huge presence to your business. And it's not in a way to be deceptive. It's just that's how businesses are run today. The reason we're able to do so well in this down economy is because I'm not paying $2,000 a month in rent and overhead and everything. You keep things lean and keep it mean, and it's allowed us to really grow out of nothing and really start to attack the industry and really grow on it.
Now, your focus is, like you mentioned before we went on camera, is most of your work is residential.
Yes, it is.
And so that means that, I was talking to a friend the other day, and in fact, it was a professor in marketing at the University of Illinois, and he was saying that most professionals today are so time constrained that they really don't have time to shop or time to buy services. So, while some people focus their business activity on Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, a guy may not able to get some time to look until 12 o'clock at night. So if nobody's answering the phone, he can't talk to somebody. But if he can go to the website and look at the portfolio, maybe it's downtime, maybe it's 10, 11 o'clock at night, you're having a cup of tea, you're having a glass of wine, you're searching around, and you get a good experience. Now you have something you can work with, and now you can pick up the phone and say, hey, I got something to talk about. So there's much business is done 24/7 as it is 9 to 5 when people can go online and see a portfolio, see what's going on.
Exactly.
And it's very, very easy to put that kind of stuff into, and then, of course, manage the content. How important, like we said earlier in our segment about managing content, how are the management tools of WordPress been easy for you to keep, like you say, keep the site going and growing?
Well, what's nice is if you got an idea for a posting, a blog article, even posting a new portfolio. What's nice is it'll take me about 10 minutes of technology time, as I'll call it, to put it up there. The hardest part is writing the content, which it's what you got to do. So I mean, when I'm posting a new portfolio, I'll basically upload the images right from my camera, maybe do a little Photoshop editing to crop them down, but for the most part, I'm putting them right up there from my camera. I'll write a posting on what the project was, how we did it, what the customer was, and if there's any customer feedback as well. And I'll just insert it as a photo album and hit post. And the nice part is I can even have it post the next day because timing on a lot of these postings is so critical. Because especially with Twitter and all these other communities that read into it, everybody's at work reading the internet typically, so it's nice.
Well, Bill Cherney, I want to congratulate you on the success as an entrepreneur and as a WordPress user.
Yeah, thank you.
I really appreciate you taking some time out today. Bill is another one of the great guys that's involved in this community, so I really wanted you to get a piece today to understand that, kind of everybody's checking this WordPress thing out. People with tech backgrounds, don't have tech backgrounds, business backgrounds. Everybody's trying to figure out how to make the internet work for them in ways that make bottom line sense. And I think you heard from Bill today that it can do that and do that with bells on. So I want to thank Bill for taking some time. We're going to take a look at his website design inside, maybe get some ideas for our next condo or project at our activity. And I really appreciate all of the folks that have contributed to making, certainly Dante Hamilton, who did a lot to pull all the people together, has been part of these WordPress segments, couldn't have done it without him. And I hope we have a wonderful time at the upcoming one-day WordPress workshop. Hey, if you want to get any more information about WordPress, please send us an email or give us a call, and certainly get involved with our group. Love to have you. See you next time on Technology Access Television.